Hello everybody and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn and in this video I'm going to do some more writing feedback. We have an IELTS academic essay writing task 2, and remember, if you'd like me to check your IELTS writing, then join my Facebook or Telegram group. Links to everything are given in the description. But let's check out this task first of all. So the essay question, we start as always by reading the question, making sure that we understand the question perfectly, thinking a little bit about structure, very important. So people today, not in the past, not in the future, people today often feel disconnected, connected, disconnected, separate from their neighbors. Who are neighbors? People who live, in the homes or flats or houses next to them, and local communities. Okay, neighbors and local communities we can treat as one group. Two questions here. Two questions. Firstly, why is this happening? You have to address this question, and also what can be done to improve the situation. So causes and solutions. Right, so main theme is people and their disconnection from their neighbors. Nowadays, people in the past, maybe people were very friendly with their neighbors. They knew who their neighbors were. They were ready to help their neighbors. But nowadays, this is a trend where people are not. People are becoming less friendly or less connected. So why is this happening? Why is this happening now? Why wasn't it the case in the past? Why is it happening now? And also, what can be done? So what can we do, or governments do, what can people do to improve the situation, to make people feel more connected? It is important that you address both parts. So if I was doing this task, I would have an introduction where I gave a bit of background information about the subject. The broad subject is people and their relationships with their neighbors. Then I would mention something connected to the question, which is, presenting this idea that people feel disconnected from their neighbors. And if I was doing this essay, I would probably keep a nice simple thesis statement where I would just say, in this essay, I'm going to talk about this and this. Very simple. Then body paragraph 1, why is it happening? Body paragraph 2, what can we do? Some solutions. Conclusion, a summary of your main ideas, and maybe an extra reflective comment. 4 paragraphs, easy. Let's see what our candidate has for us. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. Cool. Yeah, balance looks nice, right? Introduction looks a little bit short. Introduction and conclusion are shorter than the body paragraphs. That's good. I think the word count was something like 260 words or something like this. So, okay, I think you can, I would go up to 280, but 260 is probably okay. But all right. So the balance of the essay looks nice, 4 clear paragraphs. Let's check out the actual content. Let's keep the blue pen. So, in today's fast-paced world, why fast-paced world? How is that connected? In today's fast-paced world, many individuals feel increasingly, I don't know, but I think a lot of people just learn ways to start, in an era defined by blah, 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 and they just write it without thinking about it. But I don't see the relevance of this fast-paced world. If you feel that the fast-paced world is one of the reasons why people are becoming increasingly disconnected from neighbors, use a body paragraph for that. Don't introduce it that way. So, yeah. Anyway, in today's fast-paced world, many individuals feel increasingly disconnected from their neighbors and local communities. Okay, that's just copy-paste, right? Feel disconnected from their neighbors and local communities. You have to paraphrase better. You can't just lift things directly from the prompt. This growing sense of isolation, well, it's not necessarily isolation. I can kind of see what you mean, but Have to be careful and precise with your language. This growing sense of isolation can be attributed to, okay, very nice. I like this, can be attributed to several interrelated factors. Horrible generic writing, right? You can use this for absolutely any cause and solution. This can be attributed to several interrelated factors. You're not informing me of anything here. Tell me, maybe don't inform me that there are different factors that are causing this. Inform me that you are going to speak about, that you are going to explore those factors. So yeah, introduction is a little weak. We get a very, well, not a lift from the prompt, a slightly, not off topic, but slightly imprecise bit of language, and then a bit of generic language at the end of the paragraph. But okay, introduction does a very average job of introducing the subject. So let's see now if we get in the next paragraph the causes why this is happening. Okay, nice topic sentence here. One significant reason is the rise of technology. Great, we're to the point. Great. People often prefer, now let's explain this. People often prefer online interactions over, prefer one thing to something is probably better, but prefer one thing over another thing, yeah, it's fine. Over face-to-face communication, leading to weaker social bonds within their immediate surroundings. So I like their immediate surroundings, but I don't know, leading to weaker social bonds within their immediate surroundings. Okay. Additionally, the demanding nature, so there's not really a lot of topic development there. You're just paraphrasing feeling disconnected. You're paraphrasing feeling disconnected from their neighbors to leading to weaker social bonds within their immediate surroundings. But you're not actually showing any causation. You're not really explaining why this is happening. So sure, people prefer online interactions, but we have to dig a little bit deeper. Additionally, the demanding nature of modern work schedules, leaves little time for community engagement. Cool, nice, as individuals prioritize personal and professional responsibilities. Well, aren't neighbors personal? I don't know. Maybe not. Personal and professional responsibilities over socializing with neighbors. Okay, that's an idea that is kind of clear. But now you're going to come to a third point, and you don't need 3 points. You only have, 250 words. In your body paragraph, stick to 2 points. You don't have time, you don't have space for a third point, and it means that your ideas are underdeveloped. Let's see. Urbanization also plays a role. Semicolon. In densely populated cities, residents may feel, nice use of modality, may feel overwhelmed or anonymous, making it challenging. Yeah, but so you're saying that when people are in cities, they feel anonymous. That's true whether urbanization is happening or getting worse or not. So that last point, it's not urbanization that's creating this problem. It's just that the nature of city life may feel overwhelmed or anonymous. Yeah, so it really, decent, accurate language, very accurate grammar, extremely accurate grammar, but you're not really making any points. Or at least the points that you make are clear but underdeveloped. Okay, to address this issue, great, we're jumping straight in there. Several measures can be implemented. I don't like this several measures, just get into it, right? To address this issue, firstly, governments can, and then build your paragraph from that. We don't need several measures can be implemented. We know that, hopefully, oh yeah, you didn't mention that either in the introduction. You didn't mention the fact that you're going to talk about solutions. That's a problem. Anyway, so yeah, again, several measures can be implemented. It's empty details. Firstly, local governments and community organizations can organize events such as neighborhood festivals. Great. Workshops or cleanup drives to encourage interaction among residents. Very nice. These activities provide opportunities for people to meet and collaborate. Nice. Comma, fostering. Whenever I see this word fostering as a participle, I think ChatGPT. I'm not saying the candidate is using ChatGPT. Maybe ChatGPT is educating the world. Whenever I see comma fostering, I think ChatGPT. Fostering a sense of belonging. Secondly, comma, good. Creating, I know some people don't like firstly, secondly, I think it's fine. Secondly, creating communal spaces like parks, community centres and shared gardens can serve as gathering points for neighbours to connect organically. Lovely, lovely. But then we get into the third point, and we don't need that third point. It leaves your points underdeveloped. Moreover, promoting volunteerism within the community can instill a sense of collective response. Okay, so ideas here are really nice. First part, you get nice development, but you have too many ideas in this body paragraph. This is a small body paragraph, and you're trying to fit a bunch of ideas in there. I'm also very suspicious that you have 0 grammatical mistakes. It makes me think that you're using ChatGPT. Sorry about that, but even candidates at band 9 level have 1 or 2 mistakes with grammar. You have 0 mistakes, and so it's very, very suspicious. But okay. In conclusion, the feeling of disconnection from neighbors. Okay, then we get a little mistake. Maybe. Oh yeah, no, disconnection from neighbors is fine. The feeling of disconnection from neighbors and local communities stems from technological, occupational, and urban challenges. This I did. Let's finish it first. By facilitating community events, developing shared spaces, and encouraging volunteerism, it is possible to strengthen social ties and enhance the sense of community among residents. Okay, I did research on the use of generative AI, linguistic comparative analysis between a real blog post and a ChatGPT generated blog post. I have some expertise in identifying AI generated work. It looks a bit AI generated. I don't know. Maybe you used AI to help you. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. If you do use ChatGPT, please use ChatGPT to help you in your time. Please do not submit writing. And again, if the candidate hasn't used ChatGPT, okay, fine. Most candidates, even if they use it, will say that they didn't use it. But you're only lying to yourself. And for me, and this isn't addressed at the candidate, this is addressed at all candidates. Don't submit writing that is created by ChatGPT, because it doesn't give you a real sense of your writing ability. But okay. So just thinking about, before we get into marks, let's just think about the critical problems, because there's only, there are very few critical problems here. The first one, I would say, the introduction, you're just lifting things from the question, which is not what we want. And also, you only say that in this essay, you're going to talk about the reasons why it's happening. But in the introduction, you don't say that you're going to offer some solutions. And that's a bit of a problem. Some parts are very, very easy to score. I think lexical resource, we have band 9. Grammatical range and accuracy, we have band 9. Coherence and cohesion, let's look at task response. So appropriately and sufficiently addressed, clear, well-developed position. Well, the position is clear. Ideas are relevant, well extended and supported. No, the ideas are underdeveloped. Let's see if we can get to underdeveloped. Clear and developed position. The position is okay. Main ideas are extended, and I don't think main ideas are really extended. So Ideas are relevant, but some may be insufficiently developed. And because you're trying to pack too many ideas into that paragraph, 3 causes and 3 solutions into a tiny amount of space, for that reason, I'm awarding a band 6 for task response. So band 6 for task response. Signposting language is very clear. The organization and cohesion inside and between paragraphs is fine. We get clear development. Can it be understood effortlessly? Yeah, it can be understood effortlessly. Really attracts attention. Yeah, I would say that it really attracts attention. Paragraphing is skillfully managed. Yeah, maybe because of that one omission. Yeah, it's kind of strange because that omission in the front probably, not saying that you're going to talk about the solutions is a problem with coherence and cohesion. Not talking about the solutions would be a huge problem with task response, but not signposting that, hey, in this essay, this is what I'm going to talk about, or these are some of the solutions. In that introduction, we really want that. So I'm going to give 7 for coherence and cohesion for that reason. So yeah, as a recap of scores, here are my scores. Task response, 6. Coherence and cohesion, 7. Lexical resource, 9. Grammatical range and accuracy, 9. So that gives a score of 7.5 overall. Right, I just want to make sure that I am correct. I think it's 7.75. So 9977 would be band 8. 9976 is band 7, is 7.75, which lowers, goes down to 7.5 overall. So I don't know, what do you think? Is this, it's very, very, very strange to see work without any grammatical mistakes at all. Yeah, very odd. So the key takeaway, if you are using ChatGPT, use it in your own time to help you. Don't use it when you are submitting writing to me. If you're not using ChatGPT, then congratulations, you have probably one of the highest levels of English I've ever seen from an L2 user of English. However, you're not quite sure how to manage this IELTS essay because you're trying to pack too many ideas in a short amount of space. Yeah, so overall 7.5 from me. Let me know what you think. Are my marks too generous? Are my marks too harsh? I do have some research coming up on this where I will tell you exactly how accurate my marking is compared to real IELTS scores. Yeah, that video is probably going to go out tomorrow. And if you'd like me to check your IELTS writing, or if you'd like a free practice speaking test with feedback, I collect all of my candidates on my Telegram channel and on my Facebook group. Links are given in the description. If you want to avoid the random process, you can pay for a speaking test or a writing check. Information on that is given on my website, expertexaminer.com. More videos from me coming soon, but for now, bye bye.